Wrapping up once again, how can we create new mental models? Through affirmation, through nurturing, through repetition, through exposing ourselves again and again to the new belief or idea or model that we want to imbibe and soak in. How can we get rid of mental models that are not functional anymore or no longer serve us? Not very easy to do with a conscious mind, but it can be done. It can be done through using deeper techniques, can be done using therapy. Hypnotherapy is useful. EFT, emotional freedom technique, is very useful. I've used it to do quite a few stuff. Meditation, again, very powerful. But all of them need time, need effort, need expert guidance in most cases. Some of these can be self-learned, but you need to dedicate yourself to do this, and you need to invest a lot of time and effort in this. Are there workaround strategies? There are two workaround strategies. One workaround strategy is where you create an alternate mental model that can dampen out the effect of the mental model that you don't want. Remember, rat is cute, yeah? So you create it, nurture it enough to dampen out the effect. And the second workaround strategy is that you bank on the idea that you actually have access to several mental models, and you can use both these workaround strategies together. So create certain alternate mental models and then consciously bring these to salience, right? So you're not just creating an alternate, but you're choosing to actively bring the alternate mental model into salience, into your remembering, right? So you're making that, so you're really working with mental models as something fluid, something over which you can exercise control and at will bring into predominance what you want to operate out of. Now, all of this requires a lot of inner work. Sometimes I get asked in seminars or classes that, well, if it's so easy, if it's so easy to influence our outcome or our behavior or what we do by just playing around with our mental models, why aren't we all experts in various things? And the answer is actually very simple, right? Because it's easy in theory, in practice, it requires commitment and hard work. And hard work and commitment are not things that all of us do for everything, because we have this much time and this much energy, and what do you invest in, right? So let's take a very simple example. Perhaps the science about mental models is something that everyone doesn't know. So let's take science about something that most of us, most educated people know. How to stay fit, okay? So everyone knows diet, exercise, what's good to eat, what's not that good to eat, right? What kind of exercise helps you, what kind of sitting in the couch doesn't help you. So most of us have access to all this knowledge. Yet, why is the entire population not completely fit and healthy and thriving? Because there's a gap between the knowledge and the implementation. And why is that gap there? Because it takes time, effort, and discipline. Yeah, discipline that you need to exert over your eating habits, over the way you spend your time, expend energy in exercise, be disciplined, build up a ritual, all of that, right? It's the same thing in the inner world. And this is in the outer world, it's the same thing in the inner world. You want to create new mental models, you want to build new habits, you want to, be aware enough to actually remember to bring a certain mental model to salience in a certain situation before you respond out of impulsiveness. You want to step into that gap between stimuli and response. A lot of inner work is required. Can it be done? Absolutely. But does it mean that, I can just say that, oh my God, overnight I'm going to become a magician and turn my life around? Yeah, I wouldn't bank on that. I would say, well, there is scope to influence and craft your own experiences by working on your inner mind, but it's hard work. It is as hard to work on it as it is to work on the outer world, but it is fun. Is it fun and exciting? Do you see results? Do you see influence? Absolutely.